escape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that Palmer a ton.
That's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy to run in space.
Got it in the middle. It's Collier. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Spartans are on the move.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
To the ground with the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. He'll be pulled down. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment.
He's on the loose. Oh, there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself. change for this offense. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll run play action. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. To the air, it's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. And to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. extra point makes it 14-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Completion here. Finds his tight end. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. On the move. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Huffman. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He is...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Gives him the big stiff arm. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the inside kid. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They go to the ground. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now.
Oh, he's got it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Toss sweep to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the set. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Okay. And the Spartans have moved it inside the 20. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to run it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Good, right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Zips it out to his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Caught near the sideline, it's Hendricks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
There he goes. Creates a little room. Bulldozes it and runs through another one. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, running back on the move. inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hendricks. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He'll stick and try to surge forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll go to the air. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Got it on the room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the time. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
On the ball,
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sparty! Great job by the back on the option.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still let us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He now has 115 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that one. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight end,
move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This is a long fourth down drive, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So we need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got.
Touchdown, Michigan State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's...
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.